你好，祝你有美好的一天。这就是频道 Celebrity News Today 247。这是今天的新闻。
Xiao Zhan fans were brutally Waterloo. The bottom of the fan circle chased stars, breaking the brainwashing bag of the industry and the powder. I really want to fly with laughter. It can be called a large-scale fan site. The key is to slip oneself, slipping happily. At the beginning of the incident, Xiao Zhan Studio personally released the video of the invitation letter received by Gal Lux's endorsement, personally previewed the live broadcast at 9 p.m., and encountered the Italian sunshine. The brands of Chua, and Chua were also promoted on overseas official websites. Just two promotional materials immediately set off a frenzy of discussion, because this appearance is really too defensive. I believe that many people believe that Tod's 2022 Spring/Summer Menswear Conference will have the same live broadcast mode as Li Ning's creative conference at the time. Even if Xiao Zhan couldn't be there in person, after all he personally promoted it, there would be a blockbuster show on the show. It may be the difference in regional culture that has caused a misunderstanding. Or it is too earthy. I don't know what the process is when I contact this kind of high-luxury fashion conference. The birthplace waited from 9 o'clock in the preview to more than 11 o'clock, and I saw feedback from many people. I watched the advertisement VCR that has been circulating on the official website for more than an hour. There are also many enthusiastic netizens who say that there is a time difference between Milan time and the 9 o'clock in the preview, so it will be a little later. In short, the atmosphere of the entire circle is all looking forward to rubbing hands. Behind it becomes to inquire where to watch the live broadcast. After the National Chamber of Fashion of Italy released the Tod's advertisement, they were asking when the live broadcast started. The official answer was it is the content of the replay, and the live broadcast is over. It turned out that the press conference was the 3-minute commercial released by the official blog, and the whole network waited for live broadcast. It was announced before it started. Have you waited for a lonely one? Yes, this time the fans squatted really squatted lonely. If you use MGO to describe everyone's facial expressions, that was the all-black face expression, with a dumbfounded look. This is the press conference. The more I think about it, the more I want to laugh. This joke is definitely provided by Xiao Zhan fans. In the past, due to the protection of the itinerary, airborne and non-official announcements have become a habit. Now, after the first notice, I find that I don't understand the fashion circle. All the members were brutally defeated by Waterloo, and no one is to blame this time, because it was Xiao Zhan's studio that was announced. There must be a lot of people laughing at this group of fans and slipping themselves to fly. But it is precisely this ignorant move that invisibly helped this circle once again break through the brainwashing package released by the industry that has long wanted to provoke fans to tear each other. Speaking of Xiao Zhan's fan circle, it is inseparable from the decision to ban the fan club, which is also the decision for an artist who follows the flow route. Isn't this a decision to break his arms? It is not difficult to find that even if the official fan club was cancelled, the four words Xiao Zhan fan have never left the fan circle. There are always people racking their brains and doing everything possible to pull fans into the water, so as to achieve Xiao Zhan's goal not to stay out of the matter. The official fan support club was mentioned in an anonymous interview with a fan circle girl on CCTV. Some support clubs are managed by the artist's studio, and fans can directly contact the artist's studio and agency. Not only can you get the itinerary information, you can also know the artist's activity information in advance, so that you can guide the fans in advance. They are commonly known as professional fans or lipo powders for short in order to avoid being strayed. Xiao Zhan's fans didn't understand how to play live. Asking about the way to watch the live broadcast is enough to prove that this group of fans are really scattered fans. No wonder some people use fan circle orphans to describe Xiao Zhan fans. Now it seems so appropriate. What does it mean if there is no lipo powder? It's ridiculous to use Xiao Zhan big fans at every turn. Those so-called big fans have a little more fan base. The mixed fan circle stayed longer, and apart from knowing how to play the fan circle, what was certain was that they could not directly contact Xiao Zhan or the studio. The most important point is the so-called industry. The high luxury conference needs a real industry to jump out. Let's tell the fans that they have misunderstood. There is no live broadcast, but no, they are like a flock without a leader groping on the empty grassland. There is no industry at critical moments. When nothing happens, a bunch of industry pops up to educate. Pua fans, what are the Jade Bone remote script fly pages? Variety shows are cut and treated differently, the great battle guest scenes are cut, missing the main theme, being abandoned by capital and difficult to accept scripts, risky entertainers and so on. Now let's see that these people are no different from clowns, a little bit of trouble. I can't wait to stand up and say what happened to Xiao Zhan and what happened to the fans. Xiao Zhan is no longer the Xiao Zhan 1 year ago, and the fans are not the fans 1 year ago, and the people who ate this melon are not the netizens from 1 year ago. Singing bad and slurping does not prove that what you say is the golden rule, and that you are the industry that everyone believes in. Rather, it is no different from a network keyboard player who is not doing his job properly. This time the Waterloo was so slippery that it was unintentional to make a shadow.